Hey, Gamma. Thanks for coming in here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday. I have been so busy with the hospital and ribbon and running and YouTube and all kind of things. I'm doing really well, but I'm a little tired. On call till 7:30 tomorrow morning. On call. And if you believe it or not, I've done 4 cases so far. Four. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 cases. Hey, AV Squad. We got Scammers Work, got AV Squad. Thank y'all so much. Hola. I want to bust out and talk about Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer. Dora, Dora the Explorer. Look at are you don't you do that. Don't you do that, Gamma. Don't you be saying you really think so? I feel like I've lost like a pound or two, but I'm not gonna get on that scale. We're not going to be discouraged, but this is y'all. Yes, I have a couple of I have a couple of holes in the shirt. Actually, 3. This is when I got this shirt from Walmart. Okay, Wally World, and Wally World puts those security things on the shirt, and then the woman went to rip it off, and I guess she ripped holes in it, but I didn't see it until I got to my back home. And I didn't care. I paid like $8 or something for the damn shirt. Who cares? Whatever. I gave it to God. It still says good vibes only. Good vibes only. So, whatever. I don't care. But thank you. You said left my ass. How you doing? How y'all doing, AV Squad? I hope y'all doing great. I'm gonna make my rounds. When I make my rounds, I stand out. When I come in, I'm gonna support the best of my ability. You know what I do. You know what I do. It's Scammers World said, really think we'll. I really think. Well, no. So say well, I really think we all know. So, oh, really? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gamma. I appreciate you. I really do. Gamma, I'm not trying to be funny, but I've been looking at some of your stuff. Like some of your stuff, that kind of sounds weird, right? But I've been looking at some of your content. And Gamma, I'm not just saying this. I know you be like, oh, Terrence, you just love me, and you just always so, you just think the world of it. But I do think the world of yourself. But you look good. I can really tell you look good. I really, really, I'm loving the fact of the matter. Like you did one where you were like, you put this short together, and I know that was a tumultuous time because it's not just you don't just have one set. You have like different things you're doing, so you have to really put work into that short, which is like just 15 seconds, right? But then it's taking you longer than that. So I already hats off to you for that. But also going to the gym, being consistent. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now I say that, but I got me some Chinese food here. Because you know what? Earlier I said I was gonna treat myself. I had Winterside Hardee's, and before I ordered, I did a little dance. And honestly, they were out of the steak biscuits. I said I don't want nothing but a steak biscuit, so I didn't have Hardee's. So this is like really the first thing that I'm eating. But I've had a Celsius. Excuse me. I had a Celsius, and I've had lots of water. Went walking, got called in, came back, walked some more, called in, walked some more, called in, ran. I've done a plethora of things. I mean, I've been walking in neighborhoods and communities. It was one short I did, and it was a freaking, I guess it was like a chicken, a hen, a chicken, or something, whatever. I did a short with that. I thought it was gonna like chase me because when I was smaller, my granddad had like chickens and hens and all that, and they used to chase us around the house or outside around the yard. You said we're doing awesome. I love that, AV Squad. I'm petty and would have taken it back, but I know you left it slide if you let a whole phone slide. Ooh, that sounds good. Gamma, I know. I appreciate y'all so much. You guys, I gotta share myself out. Oh Lord, I didn't miss some calls. Oh Lord. Oh no. Um. Oh. Oh. Tracy had messaged me. I know your mom is like, where is my son? Just joking. I know she's. Thank you. So you know what, Gamma? You ain't look. You saying it, Gamma. I swear. What's wrong? But yeah, she definitely. I know she's proud of me. Thank you so much. You are so kind. You're so kind. You're so sweet. You guys, I wanna warn you too now. Now I really am on call. Okay, so I might, if I get called in, um, if I get called in, I'll just have to end the live immediately. But until then, we're good. Like when I'm on call, I don't let that stop my everyday life. I'm still gonna sit up here and go grocery shopping. I'm still. I mean, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna be. I'll park close. I'll walk around. The area where I walk is not far from the hospital. I do have a 30 minutes response time. So when they call me, I have 30 minutes to get to the hospital. Not 30 minutes to get into the OR, but 30 minutes to clock in from when they call me. So I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think okay. Look in that camera and see how narrow your shoulders are. This is such a pleasure to watch you. Camera, thank you. Thank you so much. Because I got a long way to go, and I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. And I don't know if I'm not trying to sit up here and say, well, can you relate? I still see that like almost 500-pound dude still. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And thank you so much. Thank you. You don't understand, like, I know you understand, but I say it, but like it really does it makes me feel good. It makes a difference in my life to know that, somebody who keeps it 100 really see the difference and see the progress. So that's why I say I'm not going to sit up here and say you don't lie when it comes to that. When it comes to weight loss and the appearance, and I know like I know we're out here trying to, so I wouldn't play with you about that. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate you for saying those things. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you. It means so much to me. It means a lot. My sister let my dad see some of my pictures and stuff, and he's like, "Boy, you getting that weight off of you. I'm gaining what you losing." I'm like, "Dad, stop it." My dad is 71 now. I'm like, Dad, eat your ice cream. Live your life. Okay. But it means a lot. Thank you. It means a lot. Weird. I don't know. This is so crazy because, it's an addiction. Food is an addiction, and and trying to get smaller and stuff is not easy, and you don't want the pills and the shots and the special this and that. You don't want something to just like, oh, this is gonna work temporarily, then you get off of it and you gain all your weight back. I want lifestyle changes, and I thank God that I'm really, because I'm gonna eat some Chinese food now. Am I gonna pig out? No, this may last me for 3 days, but really the third day I may just throw it away. But I really can't. I really can't eat. Gamma, you can't eat that much. You know what I'm saying? Your body shrinks. I mean, well, your body shrinks, but your stomach shrinks. But you're more than halfway there. It's so inspiring. Thank you so much, Gamma. Thank you. I'm about to be like you when I finally grow up. Stop it, Gamma. You so silly. I want to be like you, hell. I want to be like you, AV Squad. She isn't capping at all. You look amazing. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. I got some soy sauce. What I got here is, this is not a mukbang or a mukbang or a mukbang. Look at it. These damn soul. These hoes. I keep doing this because I'm on my laptop. These damn hoes. But I got I have brown rice. Okay, so a little healthier. Brown rice. I got the sesame chicken, egg roll, and I told them to put extra broccoli in here. I do love broccoli. I do love vegetables. Even though I'm a big guy, I mean, I've always eaten my vegetables. I really have. I just don't like no nasty ass salad. I want a nice salad. You know what I'm saying? A good salad, not nothing nasty. But we only gonna. I got the soy sauce. I'm only gonna do 2 of those. I'm gonna do 2 of the soy sauce. So yes, brown rice, but it is brown fried rice. So it does have pork in it. It does have I think pork, chicken, and eggs. Yeah, pork, chicken, eggs, and then some extra broccoli. Yep. Where's my plate? Dumbo and Nene, how y'all doing? Your plate is right. Look, y'all can get a fork. Okay, I've washed my hands. Thank you, Jesus. And I have prayed. I've been praying all day. I've been praying all day because it's been the trolls. I did a live stream last night and it wasn't that many people, but when I tell you it was so positive, like I almost could cry because so many people were coming in and they were like sharing their testimony and it was awesome. I was walking. Oh yeah, I got let me show you. I'm gonna prove it because I haven't had my watch on. Y'all know I'm short attention span. I'll be all over the damn place. But let me show. I have the app. I don't know if y'all know this, but there's an app. I have an Android. It's an app in the App Store. In the App Store. Duh. Where is it gonna be? And look what I did. Hold on. Okay. So let me show you. This is how many steps I've gotten today. 26,658. Now remind you, I have my phone on me as much as I can, but not all the time. So I think I probably got over 30,000 steps. Because even today, like when I just got back from Walmart, when I came back from the hospital, got back from Walmart, left the hospital, went to Walmart, the marketplace, got a watermelon, don't judge me. The woman was like, I was like, do I have to have cash to pay with this? She says, well, cash or debit. I said, why did you tell me that? The lady started laughing because I was very serious. I said, why did you tell me that? She says, no, you can debit or cash. And I said, because some places you got to have straight cash, no debit, no credit card, just straight cash. And I got $190 worth of scratch offs. This is the biggest one I've gotten. I tried to look for 100. They ain't got no more 100. They out of the hundreds. But I got a $50 gold rush. I got y'all wish me luck. Because if I hit 1 million, we all about to get paid, baby. All of my supporters about to get some money. And look, if it's like 500-600, that's a blessing, right? 30. I'm saying if I get 1 million, I can give everybody like 500-600, maybe 1,000. Because like my true supporters. 20, I got some 20s in here, some 20s, another 30, some 5, some 10s. Now watch, if I should have got the dollar one, because the dollar one probably was gonna be the big winner right there. some man here in Publix in Fort Myers won $1 million on a scratch off. I said, it's so many $1 million winners on scratch offs. It's crazy. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Guess what? What double Nene? What? Mildred must have been out of oxtails. Don't even get me started about Miss Mildred. Now, Miss Mildred, know I love her. But she's been out of oxtails for like a couple of days. But they didn't open today. But I did Thursday. Even though I worked a little bit Thursday, I called and they were out of oxtails. They were out of those oxtails. Miss Mildred also has like a Facebook, and on the Facebook it has like usually Thursday is like their turkey wing. They got turkey wing, baked turkey wing, cornbread dressing, stuff like that. She says, I don't know why they won't take it off the internet or take it off Facebook, but they don't have it anymore. And I was like, well, when are you gonna get it back? She was like, well, hopefully, sometime soon. I'm like, well, just cook it. I mean, honestly, I can cook dressing, but I cannot cook it like my aunt, my mom, my sister, Keisha. I can't cook it like them. My dad can't cook it like that. I don't know why I can't cook. It's good. I mean, I think people would enjoy it, but it's just still is not like how they cook it. Or even Miss Mildred cornbread dressing is. I mean, my mom's knocked it out of the park, but it's close. I'm gonna say it's close to Keisha's and my aunt. And I'm not being biased about my mom. That woman could throw down. My grandma and my mom's mother and my mom, wow, in the kitchen, y'all, they could cook. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, but you know what? You ain't gotta borrow none. You know why? Because you're gonna get your own. I'm gonna manifest it, Gamma. You're gonna get your own. You're gonna go walking. You're gonna go walking. Gamma, you know what? Did you really dye your hair blue? Was that a real was your hair like, was it real like blue? Because it is so pretty. You look like a superhero. I was like, that is so gorgeous. But is it an app or is it really blue? Beth Mr. Pieces, what's up? Love the Strike, thank you so much. Guess what? I'll be sure to catch the replay. Good look on those. Thank you, bro. Guess what? I found what you found. Can I? You can. Like I said, you gonna get your own sales. Beth Bits and Pieces. I love you. Thank you for coming in. What you eating? I'm eating brown rice, brown fried rice. Whatever, right? An egg roll. I got extra broccoli here and sesame chicken. Pretty much just chicken chunks. The sesame chicken is also sweet and sour chicken. It's also General Child's chicken. It's the same chicken. Or whatever I'm eating. I pray to God it's chicken, right? A superhero? No, it was a filter? Get out of here. Because I said, damn, I don't see where you put the filter on. It looked like it was natural. And I was like, wow, that'd be so cool. You look like a superhero for real. What would be your superhero name, Gamma? I was like the Gaminator. No, that probably does. No, that probably don't. That probably isn't right. I found the hero buns in Hawaiian rolls. Where you found the hero buns? Where? Like in a store? In a store? Because I didn't think they were in a store. I knew back here a couple years back. Subway had the hero bread, but they don't have it anymore. I can't walk for I can't walk for a while. I hurt my knee 2 days ago. I'm sorry, Gamma. Now, Gamma. Now, I'm not trying to be funny and say this, like, because I know you said you hurt your knee, but sit and be fit. I'm telling you, we need to look into that more. I'm actually going to probably do something like that for a live stream, something like that. Sit and be fit. Do you realize how much weight and how in shape you can get just by sitting in a chair and doing certain, like anatomical positions, certain things? You can lose a lot of weight. And that's what Dr. Nazardin had his patients from my 600 pound life story. That's what he had them do in the bed or in the chair. And they lost a lot of weight. And we can lose more weight too doing that. You do not have to walk, run. There's things that we can do with our bodies, even if it's like, if you're in a car and you just kind of rocking back and forth. If you really get into that, really get into that and maybe add one of the weights and stuff and do that, you're gonna lose weight. Like, I think we fixate. I think we focus. We fix our minds on like, let's run. Let's run after the ball. Let's like really sweat, get crazy. But movement, just stay active, stay healthy. I really believe that. And you know what? It ain't about. It's not about me talking about it. It's facts. It's proof. Not around much, but his heart is leaking, and we are gonna be home. we are gonna be homeless, but I'm always trying to pop in and show you. Okay, Beth, thank you so much for popping in. But what do you mean? His heart is leaking again, and y'all, you said you're gonna be homeless? Oh my god, I'm sorry. That makes me sad, Beth. You said at Wegmans. Okay, I've been to Wegmans. I went to Wegmans in Gainesville, Virginia. Yeah, Wegmans. I remember Wegmans. Mm-hmm. Germinator. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm drinking. A C4 performance energy drink, and it's Hawaiian pineapple. Store that's like down from like a park that I play tennis at, but not the park close to my condo, but I'm talking about the park over by I going down to the 7-Eleven that's right down the street from my apartment. Anyway, these things are so good. And it's like popsicle, Hawaiian pineapple, zero sugar. And you know, I got all of them. I bought all of them. Like last night, I ended up walking to that same store and they didn't have any more. I thought they would probably have, you know, stocked them, you know, put some more in stock, but they didn't have any more. I said, oh, they don't have them because I got them all in the damn fridge. I got all 10 of them. So yeah, I paid over because they're good. um, I'm definitely going to do some exercise in the chair. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, again, I'm serious. You can do it. You can do it. Mm-hmm. Literally, athletes, yours truly, Venus, Serena, have done those things where they just sit and they work on certain things with small weights, not going to overexert their bodies, but they don't want to put too much pressure when they're coming off of an injury. Absolutely, I'm telling you, like God is so amazing with like allowing there to be people in the world to teach us so many different things, right? Like that's it and be fit. That I don't know if you remember PBS. It was on PBS. That lady, she reminded me of Richard Simmons, but that lady, I mean, honestly, like that's it and fit. That stuff works. It really works. But again, you can be in the bed, but because some patients, like I said, we're not like morbidly obese like that. I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like it's people who cannot get up out even the bed, so they're working and exercising and all that, like moving their bodies and stuff, whatever. And as long as they're moving, they can definitely make a difference. Because Dr. Now patients lose 100 pounds before they get out of the bed. I can do that. Yeah, you can. Gamma, you can. Now, Gamma. Now, hell, we ain't going to lose like his patients because we're not that big. Okay. Now, I know some people want to talk and all that stuff. I mean, I still feel like, Gamma, I'm looking at you, Gamma. I know you can be like Tara, shut the hell up. But Gamma, like, I don't want you to get discouraged either. Like, you're not. I'm not trying to talk down on you, but I mean, you're not going to lose 20 pounds in a week. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not that big, And I also wanted to put in perspective. Sometimes, if you get on that scale, you get on that scale. But sometimes the scale may say you gain 5 pounds. It may say you gain 1 or not lose anything, but you still look smaller because your body proportion, it changes. Even if the scale doesn't. That's why I say the scale is a fact, okay? But the scale, we don't need to make the scales our friend. And I know that may sound mean, but I'm being serious because, hell, sometimes it discourages you. I'm going to speak for myself. It discourages me when I get on there and I'm like, damn, I lost 1 pound or I didn't gain nothing, but I ain't losing either. And it's like, wait a second, I get my damn scrubs, and I get these jeans that I know for a fact they were tight as hell on me 2 weeks ago. I'm like, well, screw that scale, like I still need to do it, because to keep up with the weight loss, but it's not something I'm gonna do every day. I'm not even gonna do it like every 3 weeks. I'm gonna probably get on the scale probably once a month. I'm gonna get to the point where it's gonna be once every 2 months. I'm not gonna sit up here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because sometimes it's muscle weighs more than fat, and it's just so sorry to hear that, Bill. Right, dumb on any. Okay, he had the mitral valve repaired and it's leaking again. What the hell? It hasn't worked. The landlord wants the house back, and we ain't getting any help from the authorities. Well, why not, Bill? That's so crazy. There's nothing like you mean like far as government, where you guys are at. I know like you guys are in the UK. I'm in the US. I don't know how the UK works, but there has to be some type of assistance for you guys, especially considering like the situation with your husband, but also you had surgery too. I mean, I know you saw it because you come in it, but that was the first day I posted, but it's still growing now. Wow. I know, but I want to lose 20 pounds in a week. I know that's right, Gamma, but Gamma, you losing. Because you know what? Your mindset is there, and I can tell. And like you said, once you put your mind to it, you stick to it. You got this. You got this in the park. And please don't don't listen to any of the noise. You got this. It's one step at a time. It's 1 pound at a time. But 1 ounce at a time. Whatever the case may be. Don't stress. Don't let the weight, take control of your mindset. You just keep doing what you're doing because it's gonna come off. Even if it don't come off, say this week, or if it, maybe 5 pounds in 2 weeks, whatever. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That is a huge blessing. My scales hate me. I am sure they are broken. They don't move. Hey, Hustle TK reaction. Beth, I'm praying for you. I know it may sound like, whatever, but I'm praying for you. Like, that breaks my heart. Like, no one needs to be homeless, and no one needs to be in that situation. And I don't understand, like why do people have to go through that when they, I mean, look at what you've done. And I don't know, like the landlord, that seems a little shady though. Hey, William H, how you doing? I'm doing well. I've just been busy today. I've been working and working out and all that good stuff. And I said, let me treat myself to the Chinese. William, wow. I was just saying how that live was so amazing. Thank you for coming in there this morning, right? Yeah. It was awesome chatting with you this morning. Yes, it was. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your insight and everything. Thank you so much. I was saying in the chat, I said it was really a positive. It was a positive live stream. It really was. I've been talking about Charlie Kirk and speaking on the Republican Party and speaking on, the DEI and racism and this and all type of profile. I mean, I've been talking about so many different things, and it's like people don't. My opinion matters, your opinion matters, but a lot of people seem like here on YouTube, and these are people. These ain't no robots. These are people, and some of these people are just upset. They're mad because I'm black and I don't support the Democrats. Wait a second. I don't disrespect them, but I am a Republican. I'm more conservative instead of liberal. Why is it a problem? Like I said, I keep saying there are black people who are Republicans and there's whites who are Democrats. It doesn't have to be a thing where it needs to be all white needs to be Republican, all blacks need to be Democrat. What is it? I'm confused. Beth, you said they said we don't qualify. We ain't sick enough for assistance. Okay, I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, and I don't want anybody to take it wrong, but what do they expect? You got to be dead to get assistance? Mm-mm-mm. That's horrible. You don't deserve that. I finally went to sleep at like 6 a.m. I got to beat. I went to sleep at 8 a.m. I went to sleep at 8 a.m. this morning and woke up at 11 a.m. and been up since then. Mm-hmm. 3 hours of sleep. Now, some people may say this is what keep me up, but it's not. The egg roll. Oh, I'm having Chinese brown fried rice, brown fried rice, broccoli, extra broccoli. I love broccoli. I love broccoli. Mm. You know what I love about broccoli? I love the. It's so it just goes with everything. Broccoli and rice, broccoli and cheese. Broccoli, just broccoli everything. I love a broccoli casserole. Oh my gosh, I love it steamed. I don't know if y'all ever had it fried. I love it fried. I mean, I'm telling you, I've always eaten broccoli. But what's my most favorite? My most favorite vegetable. Hmm. What is my most? What do I like the most as far as vegetables? I mean, obviously, I like some potatoes, but I probably have to say maybe green beans. I love some. You know what? I don't know because cabbage, greens are good. I love greens, but I think cabbage. Okay, so it's a triple top. So cabbage, Brussels sprouts, which is really like miniature cabbages, and green beans. I love those. I can eat that every single day. Wait, Terrence, you skipped the comment. I was meaning my mom's short is at 520K. I skipped that. Wait 1 second. Examinator wheelchair. I mean, I know you saw it because you commented, but that was the first day I posted it, but it's still growing now. Oh, okay. So you saying it's still growing far as the short. Dang, 520K. That is gonna be like it's gonna get into the Gamma. Your mom went viral. Yo, that's so dope. I gotta look back at it. I bet the comments are awesome. Is that's the one where your mom was dancing to the your was your mom dancing to Chris Brown? Your mom was doing that. Do you realize? Can we just think? Oh, my dad is 71. Your mom is how old is your mom again? Your mom is 81. Gamma. I mean, wow. The fact that just it's impressive. It's impressive. Um, William, you said, "Oh, it was a great live, man. Thank you so much, yo. Wasn't it? It was great because it was like, I mean, because it was like a troll or two, but I was like, wow. Even the trolls were like kind of not trolling like they usually troll. It's just sad. Everybody, I got to choose my words wisely, but it seems like the majority of people here on social media want it to be drama. Now, I do want to talk about Charlie Kirk. I do want to talk about, politics and this, but I want to do it respectfully. I don't want people coming in and say, oh, your house nigga, you blah, blah, blah. I mean, I've been called so many names. I mean, they talk about you as far as your sexuality. They call you fat and like, what did one person say back here? Oh, when I was live at work. Wow, an overweight, morbidly, oh wait, no, an obese nurse. Look at that. That's a shame. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, first of all, I am not obese. I'm overweight. You are not going to give me that obese title anymore. I used to be morbidly obese and obese. Now I'm overweight. And you know what? People can laugh and say, "Wow, you're praising being overweight." You better believe it, because I lost over 190 pounds. I'm pushing towards the 200-pound mark, and I'm not going to sit up here and stop. Yes, I'm eating Chinese, but honestly, guys, like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I ain't gonna be able to eat all this. My stomach has shrunk. And I'll be like forcing myself, and I'll be miserable. And then y'all will see me doing some of them shorts where I'm running to the restroom. But I'm happy. I'm content. I feel blessed. I know I'm blessed. I'm not going to sit up here and let those trolls get me down. But yes, live streams like this morning, William M. was like, it was amazing, and you were a big part of it, and I appreciate you for being there. You said, how's your Chinese man? What did you get? Love shrimp fried rice and 2 shrimp. Ooh, shrimp egg rolls. Oh, yes. Those are good. I like the shrimp spring rolls. But I got a brown fried rice. It has eggs, pork, and chicken. And then it also, I have extra broccoli here, sesame chicken. The sesame chicken is like, it's, basic chicken, General Tso's, sweet and sour, whatever. I mean, it's just they do the same chicken that's put all this sauce on it. But I told them not that much sauce. So actually, this is kind of dry, but I didn't want that much sauce. But it's good. Okay, Bill. I love you too, Beth. I'm so sorry that's happening to you. You're not sick enough. That's what is wrong with I don't know what's wrong with people in this world. How sick you got to be to get some type of assistance? You gotta take care of your husband. You really can't work like you want to. I mean, it's hard. I don't know why there's not things in place. I love me a good egg roll. I hate to say that soy food egg rolls are my favorite. That's awesome. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You said, oh wait, I just looked. It said 531K. Wow, Gamma. I need to do another one of those. I need to do like can I do a remix with it? But I love when your mom dances, and I love the like the agility and just her, like, she's awesome. 82, 82, and will be 83 in November. Wow. God bless her. She's incredible. And when she walked into the get it to order her food, and she got her food, and I said, your mom is just awesome. But your the reason how your mom is so awesome, okay, she's incredible, because she's your mom. She's your mom, Gemma. Look how impressive and incredible and amazing you are. Amazing mom you are. You're amazing grandma you are. Gamma. You're incredible. So that apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And I'm just keeping it real. Like in this instance, it's such a positive thing. And I love to witness that. I love to see that. So thank you for sharing, because you say I'm such an inspiration, I'm inspiring to you and others and stuff, but that inspires me. It inspires me to, just keep going. And it puts a lot of love in my life. I don't know if that makes sense, but it really does. Yes, doing the Chris Brown challenge. Wow. Honestly, man, your live this morning really, really helped me, man. Thank you. William H., thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Honestly, that's what it's all about, yo, for real. Like I said, the way in which we do things and we say things and we share things could really make a difference in people's life. It really can. And then also, like I said, I love to do live streams and I love to talk about things. And it may get a little deep. Y'all know, look, William, I don't know if you know, but I'm a crybaby sometimes. I done cried live. I done cried on live several times. I mean, because I miss my mom. I start thinking about things. A lot of times it's like happy tears. But I get emotional. And also with my occupation, my career, y'all, I got like even today, I mean, it's just a lot that I go through and I just have so much inside. And sometimes it's hard to express certain things, and I don't want to look at like, okay, he's unstable. I'm not unstable. I'm a human being, with feelings. But with that being said, I love to come on here and have an open dialogue, have debates, agree to disagree, really share what's on my mind, and not trying to like, I'm not, let me just make money. You're like, no, like I really want to make a difference. I want to make a difference. Like this, I'm so serious about me never going back to 578.8 pounds. I'm so serious. Like when I tell you guys, I ordered this damn Chinese food. I was walking my ass off. This shirt was drenched. I'm not funky though. I promise you, I'm not funky. But I was sweating. It was hot. It's like it's like 100 degrees outside. Nobody's at the park, but I was out there walking around, walking, get called in, go do the case, come back, walk some more. I'm running, I'm walking. I finally ordered the food, parked my car like way like far from the restaurant, the Chinese restaurant, and I walked to the restaurant. I'm sweating and it feels good. It feels good. And I'm not like, even now, I'm not huffing and puffing, like going to the steps, walking to Walmart, you know, carrying that heavy ass watermelon. Like I'm not got a few things in the car. I purposely take one bag. I only had like 3 bags and a watermelon. I purposely walked up and down the steps 4 times, just to get more active, activities and stuff. I'm serious. I'm not playing. Like for me, every little thing every little thing in every way that I do it matters. Like how I come on live, how I could, how I, express myself, what I do when I'm on the court, when I'm in surgery, when I'm talking to people. It can be, hey Cherry, hey, it can be Love Me Tracy Anderson. It can be anybody, it can be my sisters, my dad. I try my best to like make it count. I don't. Does that sound weird? Like I want to make it count. Like I said, that's why I say I'm doing these live streams, and I'm trying to keep Charlie Kirk's voice alive, and I want to share with you guys like my experiences when I've gone to certain states and literally didn't know it at the time, but I was a part of that DEI type hire process, and I said that's what that man was talking about. I promise you, I get it, because they wanted me to hire those black people just based off their complexion and not their merit and their education and their experience. They didn't have any experience, So so like I said, I'm gonna always voice my opinions. I'm always going to share what's on my mind, but I want to do it in the most memorable and the most respectful way possible. But again, I know I'm a Christian, and I know some people say, well, you're a hypocrite. Well, it is what it is. Yes, doing the Chris Brown challenge. Wow, that's incredible. I love Charlie Kirk. Really was. And I think the thing about it is that's just like some doctors I work with. Some people cannot work with some doctors who are just so like aggressive, hold you accountable. I love that, because that's what I'm made up of, is accountability. I grew up in a household that you had to be accountable. Like this. So for instance, I go get milk and it's the last little bit of milk. I have to make sure that I let my mom and dad know. I got to go throw the carton away. Like I have to, like, I'm not going to be like, well, it's just a little bit in here and stuff, and the other person didn't throw it away. Like, no, you have to take accountability, y'all. When I tell you, when I was at work and I picked up, everybody's walking past this paper on the floor, and I picked up the paper and I threw it away. And one lady was like, wow, you know how long that paper been on the floor there? I said, I don't know. I said, I just walked past. I'm gonna pick it up and throw it away. She says, wow, like that's been there for like a week. And I'm like, oh, okay, I mean, I haven't seen it and stuff. I don't really go that way and stuff. I took shortcuts, but yeah, I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna throw it away. And but anyway, she was just like, wow, like you picked it up. I'm like, okay, what's the problem with that? I mean, we didn't really get into it and stuff, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, why wouldn't you pick it up? Why do we do that? Like, I want to be, for me, I want to be the difference. I was walking today, and this is like, this is before I ordered the Chinese. I was walking around neighborhoods, and I was walking around like this. It's around Palm Beach Boulevard, and it's a lot of different businesses and stuff. And I was walking like kind of in the parking lot, but there's like grass area. It's just nice to walk over there because it's heavily. There's security, there's cops, and lots of people and all that stuff. Whatever. I always feel safe, and it's a heavy Mexican population on that side of town. Anyway, I saw this brown pigeon. I said, what? I ain't never seen a brown pigeon. And I did a short of it, and it just stood out. And so in a way, I said, I basically why I did the short, I was like, okay, look how this pigeon stands out. This pigeon stands out, and it's still a part of the other group of pigeons, but it's doing its own thing. And I think that's what I'm doing, and that's what a lot of you guys are doing. Don't try to fit in. You're meant to stand out, and don't worry about what people think. Like, I know that may sound silly, but it's a lot of different things just in everyday life when we walk around and we just like live life. It's a word, it's a message. Kind of sounds selfish, but live for yourself, love yourself. But as you continue, you like obviously to progress in life and just throughout the day, whatever and stuff, it's okay to, say hello to someone and be kind to others and stuff, whatever. Don't be a pushover and, have discernment, but you don't have to be mean and rude because you never know how you can impact somebody's life, So anyway, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, William. I appreciate you, Gilman. Hey, Billy Buffalo Billy. It's a Terrence kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. Cause it's a Terrence kind of what? It's the Terrence kind of it's the Terrence kind of thing. Doesn't matter what you bring. Come and watch him do his thing. Cause it's a Terrence kind of thing. Yeah. Take it, Gamma. Gamma gonna say the rest of it. So soul food egg rolls are my favorite. Soul food. I thought you said soy. Like soul food with all the stuff in it. Ooh, I bet that's good. I never had that. Please remix it. My mom loves when you dance with Gamma. Oh, okay. Thank you for giving me the blessing. That's so dope. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tell your mom I just adore her so much. I love when she was with her brother and y'all were actually trying out the power of the almond. Gamma, have you had it yet? Be honest. Have you had it? I got 2 pound cakes in the freezer right now. And I'm going to like thaw them out and I'm going to have some with some whipped cream and maybe some vanilla ice cream. No carb, of course. Hey, Tammy. Am I back live, y'all? I'm sorry. I had to refresh and all that. Yes, I tried them. I gave some in the I have some in the freezer too. Okay, awesome. Hey, new. Boom. I know that's right. Hey, Tammy. That's right. Don't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Thanks, Tammy. Nice to see you, Tammy. You are never gaining that weight back. Amen. I know that's right. Look how much food is in this plate. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm going to have just a little bit more. But my stomach's getting full. That's good. But that's like all I can have right now. Excuse me. So she washed it, stayed there for a week. Thanks for being here, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I know I've lost people. Say how? Oh no! Look a quarter. I barely got a quarter now, Tammy. Yes, I'm getting ready to go on our cruise. So really, so where you going? Tell me, where you going on a cruise? That's what's up. That is what's up, yo. I love that. That's so cool. So where you going, Tammy? Have y'all seen Peach McIntyre too with the kid situation with her school? I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but there's a charity with the school, and the school gonna give her kids the food. The Bahamas, damn. Can I come? I want to come. The kids gave her her black kids, okay, and no other kids. Like, but the black kids, they gave them the food. And here's the deal. Like, I promise you, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Peach McIntyre is not overreacting. She's not. Like, honestly, that upset me so bad because I said, why would you do that? Like, people need to stop doing that. They being very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. That was so nasty. And I remember it happened to Josie and myself when we were in school. Now again, you know, we're younger and stuff. To be honest, don't know no better. You know, and I ain't trying to be funny, but hell, I remember Pop-Tarts and I remember them damn cheese and crackers with the red stick to it, and I was excited about it. My mama got so upset. I didn't understand. I obviously as I got older, I understood, but I was like, what is wrong with my mom? Like, it was just she went off. She went off. People think Peach McIntyre went off when she gave the food back. My mama went the hell off. She went off. I would say they probably would have needed some security or a cop or something back then. But back then, it was like security. We had like the security and stuff or whatever. Pretty much it was one of the coach, like the coach for football or you know, football or basketball was like the security guard. But it wasn't that serious back then. You know, parents would come in and curse and all that stuff, and then they leave, and you know, and hopefully the school would learn to get right. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I know how I feel, but I just thought to myself, like, wow, how disrespectful was that for them to do that to her children? And then it's assuming. So that's why I say we got to stop assuming, y'all. We have to stop assuming. Stop assuming. Stop assuming, because assuming really does make an ass out of people. It does. It really does. And so many people now, oh man, again, she's voicing her opinion. She's saying what's on her mind. So many people are talking about her. Oh, she this, she that. She's a drama queen. That is not a drama queen. You got to think about it. She's in a school that has predominantly white people in the school. Predominantly, it's white people. Why? If you can't give all those kids a bag of the junk food, if you ask me, well, don't give any. But why would you give the black kids that? Like, if you had good intentions, you missed the mark on that one. You missed the mark. If you had good intentions, you messed up big time. It was a great deal from playing in. Tammy, are you serious? Damn. What casino were you playing that they gave you the cruise to the Bahamas? Man, that's what's up. Yeah, Tammy, thank you for saying that, Tammy. Tammy, I've always loved the fact of how you you know what happened way back here, and when I share with you about what was said and all that stuff, it doesn't need to be. I'm not trying to bring things back up, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, I know we don't talk like I don't really talk to anybody how I used to talk to them and stuff. We're all busy. We all have our different things in our lives, and I have nothing but love for you. I know you have love for me, but you know that I've always had your back, and I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat things when it comes to you. And I know that's vice versa. But at the end of the day, it's so sad how people like treat people and how they try to make people out to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know you were never somebody who was nasty or negative. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. And if people talked about if I'm your friend and people talk about you, I'm supposed to tell you what people say. That's how I look at it. I'm supposed to tell you what people say. And that was wrong. It was wrong. It was not okay. It was unacceptable. I literally, I do it all over again. I do it all over again. I just want to show people, like I said, I want to show people that I'm somebody who is accountable. I'm somebody who is real. And that, Tammy and stuff, whatever, like just with, my family and everything and stuff, we love. You love on people. Stop all this hate. Stop all this craziness. Love on people. I'm never going to be nasty. That's not me. Tammy, I know. And that's what I love about you, yo. I love that about you. And Tammy, remember like when I remember I was like at 10,000 and 20,000 and all that and stuff, as far as subscribers. You know how many people, remember it was so many people in my lives and stuff that were just like coming for me. And then when, the trolls and stuff, they tried to make it out to be me, and it was just crazy. This internet can get mean. The internet can be mean. At the end of the day, the internet can be real, real mean. But man, I remember that. I remember those times like it was just like nothing. I mean, I'm just happy that, Tammy, let me just say this. I'm happy we're still here. I'm happy that we are still able to come on here, because some people can't even show their face on YouTube. They on other platforms because they know they've done wrong by so many people, and they were called out. Now look at that. Think about that now. Think about that. Think about the people that tried to tarnish people's names, and where are they now? I'm serious. Where are they now? They ain't nowhere to be found. Not on this app. Maybe some other apps, some newer apps, but they ain't nowhere to be found on this app because they realized, damn, I done messed up. I done messed around on too many people, right? So now you really can't show face. I remember that, and look where those people are now. Right, Tammy? Tammy, amen. See, that's why I thank God that, God has blessed us, to still be here and to still, every now and then and stuff, like link up and, you come to my lives and stuff, whatever, or, my content, and we just see each other. I thank God because you knew. Like I said, I thank God for loving me, Tracy Anderson. I thank God for Dumbo and Nene. I'm actually messaging Tracy right now on Facebook. That's who I'm messaging and stuff, because I know she has some concerns about a couple of things. Okay. God don't do ugly, right? And Tammy, just like Keisha say, God don't like ugly, and He ain't too fond of pretty. Okay, I'm telling you, those people. Tammy, you remember when it'd be people doing live stream talking about me like a dog. People going live, it'd be like 5, 6 different Terrences, and I'm like, what the hell? I ain't got number one. I've all to this day, ever since I started YouTube, my YouTube started in 2019. Okay, I took it more seriously towards the end of end of 2020 and more into 2021. But I've only had one channel. I've never had to troll anybody. Like, I'll joke and I'll play with trolls and all that stuff, but I'm not creating. I don't know why my head is doing it. I'm not coming on here creating channels and to troll people. I've never done that. Never will I do that. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do it. I don't have time. And then also, like, I'll tell people what's on my damn mind, like on my channel. I ain't got to turn my camera off. I ain't got to hide nothing. I've always kept it. I try my best to always keep it real. When I get home from my trip, I'm relaunching my channel. Tammy, please. I keep telling you, please. Like, I understand breaks. I understand like taking it little bit by little bit. But this is, even you going on a cruise, that's perfect content. I don't know if you know. I think you do know. You do know Kicking with the Rooks. You know Shanti. You know Vino. So they go on cruises a lot. With themselves, obviously, which is awesome, and then also sometimes with the family. And they put so much stuff about those cruises on their channel, and it's awesome. It's really cool when you think about it. So that could be something you can do. You can show some shorts, you can show some videos. I mean, I'm just giving ideas. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying that'd be really cool, because I would love to see y'all on a cruise. And you already know me with cruises, I'll be going to the casino. It's going to be totally different this time around. It's going to be a place for loved ones of addiction. Wow, Tammy, I love that. Tammy, I love that. Do you mind if I ask you, how is your sons? I hope and pray that both of them are doing well. I appreciate you, Tammy. You've always been so awesome. You know what? How is your family? How are you? You've always been super, super awesome. I appreciate you so much for just being in here, taking time out of your busy day. I'm sure you're busy and stuff on this Saturday, and just taking time and talking with me. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I know it's people in the background. It's okay. It's all right. I appreciate it. But I must say, Tammy, a channel member, Gamma, a channel member, Nunu, a channel member. Shout out to the channel members. Okay, for real. Shout out to the channel members. Beth Bits and Pieces, a channel member. Thank y'all so much for coming in here. Thank y'all so. AV Squad. How can I forget AV Squad? So I've had 5 channel members in this live stream. Yo, y'all are so dope. Y'all are so awesome. Maybe. Oh, I gotta look. Let's go. I got a member I got a milestone here. I've been a member of my own channel for 16 months. I didn't know that was a thing, and then I was like, okay, I'm starting to see other people do that, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna represent myself too. I appreciate y'all being in here. I really do. Thank y'all so much. You said LL. But yeah, Tammy, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all y'all. I really, really do. I really do. Tammy, I don't know if you know, but I've been going live and I've been speaking on like Charlie Kirk. I've been speaking on the fact that I'm a Republican. You already know that. I voted for Trump. I had to tell people, like, okay, I've been speaking about these things. Like, I haven't just started. Maybe, okay, in a sense, I know I brought up Charlie Kirk. I know I brought up Candace Owen. I brought up a lot of people, but not as much as I brought up Trump, and not as much as I brought these things up right now. Because again, those are things that trigger people here on YouTube, and I want to refrain from like upsetting people, and I didn't want that to be my intentions. But now it's like I can't worry about other people. I can't stress about other people. I have to really focus on myself, and I have to focus on what I believe in. And I believe I believe in love. I believe in voicing your own opinions. and I believe in respect. And that was horrible. Charlie Kirk should have never been he should have never been assassinated. Whatever happened to freedom of damn speech? I'm so over this mess. Seriously. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to freedom of speech? This is so nasty. It's just nasty. It's rude. It's nasty. It's not okay. Gamma. 1 freaking year you've been it has not been that long. 12 months, yo. Wow, Gamma. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is so amazing. Thank you, Gamma. God bless you. Thank you. Tammy, you're right. Charlie lost his life because he had an opinion. Imagine, we all have opinions here on YouTube, and imagine losing your life. What in the world? Having your life taken away from you because you had an opinion. And let me just say this. You had an opinion, but you also gave the microphone to people who had opinions. It wasn't the fact that he had an opinion, he just want to share. He got the platform, he has the money, so I'm just gonna talk, but I'm not gonna let y'all voice y'all opinion. That's what I was saying when you come to my live stream. I haven't blocked anybody in a long time. And I told myself, when I do these live streams, as I talk about certain things like politically and this and that, I'm not gonna block nobody, because I don't want nobody saying, see, if you don't agree with him, he gonna block you. No, I'm not gonna block. I'm just gonna let people come in and they want to sit up here and talk about me like a dog, which they have been talking about. They've been talking about me like a dog, like a stray dog, disgusting dog. And I'm just like, well, why on God's green earth do I deserve that? And I'm not talking about you guys like that. The reason why you guys are doing that, some of them being white, some of them being Mexican, some of them being black. I have a plethora of people come to my channel. And the reason why they're doing that is because I supported someone who said some things that they didn't agree with. And also, y'all don't agree with what he said, but y'all don't even know the full. You don't even know the context. Like, you don't even know like the real story behind everything that he did say. There's a reason for everything. For instance, let me just say this. I was looking at, now this is going to be tennis, and y'all going to be like, what the hell? But Roger Federer and Djokovic are like top elite players, same with Nadal. But Nadal had an injury back here years ago, because like now Djokovic hasn't retired yet, but Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal have retired from tennis. But this, y'all know I'm long-winded, so I'm gonna get to this point. My point is, Nadal had an injury years ago, and it was a brutal injury. He had a foot injury, foot and ankle injury. So the headline to this story goes, wow, Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic were when they talked about how Nadal's foot was just disgusting and it was horrid. And it's like, so that's the headline, that's the story. So even I had to do a double take, like, what the hell? How they gonna sit up here and talk about another, like how they gonna use their platform and talk about this man? And I automatically in my mind I went to negative, but then if you read more, they say it was just horrid, it was disgusting. His foot and ankle injury from his accident. So if you don't click and read into all of it, because that headline, that story, which is in a way is clickbait. But you gotta do your due diligence, and you gotta know that they were not talking about him being disgusting, or they weren't talking about him being horrid. They were talking about the ankle and foot injury. They were talking about the injury, but they weren't saying like, not that, okay, his feet thing and he's disgusting, he's a nasty person. But that's how, anybody in their right mind, if you read that title, that's going to be your first thought. And I don't care who you are, because you're going to be, if you read it. But see, that's what I mean by you have to read it in its entirety, and you have to understand the context in which the story is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not bashing somebody who's on the same level as they are. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not bashing anybody, period. But this is what media is doing. And that's exactly what social media did in regards to Charlie Kirk. That's what they did in regards to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not a part of the white supremacists. This is so crazy because I said to myself, like, okay, Donald Trump becomes the president. So now he wants to kill all the black people. Well, a lot of black people voted for Trump. So what sense does that make to try to kill all the black people? Don't kill nobody, but damn sure don't kill us. The man is not racist. That's what it's so ignorant to think that. Like, he's not. Is he sometimes a pump his ass? Is he sometimes like maybe up in your face and a matter of fact and annoying or whatever it may be? That very well could be true. But at the end of the day, not a racist, not a bully. I don't care how you look at it. That's not him. What he is, and I mean, and I'm speaking about President Trump, what he is somebody who is not going to he's not going to back down. And that's who we need in the White House, in my opinion. And then also, Charlie Kirk, what he was real. I don't care how you look at it, he was real. Okay, time flies when you're a member to this channel. Thank you so much, Gamma. I appreciate you. I will message you on Facebook. Thank you. I took my post off. I'm trying to be positive in here. No, what do you mean? You can no. What do you don't have to you don't have to check anything. Now Tammy, I'm still a Christian Christian. All right. I would love for you just to say what's on your mind. You could say fuck those people, or you could say to hell with those. I mean, you could say that. I don't think that's negative. I don't think it's not to me. If that's something that you were saying or whatever. So some people are just flat out rude and ignorant, and they have no respect for themselves, let alone others. You said it was about your son. Is your son okay, Tammy? Like, I'm saying, like, is he, like, do you know where he's at? Have you talked to him? I'm sorry, Tam. I'm not trying to like be all in your business. You said you haven't talked to him, or you saying no to like he's not okay, or you haven't talked to him. Look at the holes in my shirt. It was from that like I said, that security tag they put on the thing, so when people don't steal, they I don't know. It's just holes in it. But anyway, I don't care. People are going to come and talk about that. They probably do some shorts about it. Look, he got holes in his shirt. You said he's very sick? I'm sorry. Wow. Tammy, do you think he can, you think he'll be able to get the help that he needs? I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm sorry. I know that's sad. I know it's sad. It makes that stuff like that makes me sad because, like I said, you want your loved ones to be good, and and you want them to be healthy. And I know you love hard. You love your family, of course. And we've all went through things and made mistakes, but you want the best for the people you love, and ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I've been live for over an hour now. And it is 6:30 almost. I can only hope, but it's not going to be a good outcome for him. Wow. Well, you know what, Tim, you know what I say, and you know what I do. I just pray. I pray hard. Keep praying. God is in control. At the end of the day, God is in control. I really feel like that. God is in control, and whatever God, sees fit is what's going to happen. God, right, Tammy? Absolutely. He really is in control. We're not in control. God has given us power, but God is in control. Absolutely, he's in control. I believe it wholeheartedly. He's in control. It's just sad, though. I know we've had those discussions in the past, and I don't know. You just never know. I can tell you this much. I tell you now, you know my business, but you're a remarkable person, and reflection of much your children, and said that like, hey, I've raised you. I raised y'all. Now it's time for y'all to get into the real world. And I thank God that my mom was able to see us get older and in relationships and I was happy that she was able to see her grandkids and just see us live and do things, for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So she did her job. She did her job. But Tammy, you did your job as well, Tammy. Don't you be having no self doubts. Don't have no self doubts. Like I said, we got one life to live and live it to the fullest. And you just have to pray. Yeah, you just have to keep praying for your son. Keep praying and keep believing. And like we said, God is in control. So many people say, how did you come to like terms? How did you accept the fact that your mom is gone? Your mom passed away. Like what? How do you do that? Oh my, I would freak. I would go crazy. I said, see, that's where you're wrong. You're not gonna freak. You're not gonna go crazy because you have God. And that's what I told one of my friends when, because he DeMarcus, which is a friend of the entire family, initially he's like Keisha friend, Josie and Keisha were in high school. Then I kind of hopped into high school and we all hung out. We played like baseball and kickball, a little bit of tennis, but of course I beat him up in tennis. But I remember, um, you know, fast forward, our mom dies, and he just freaks out. He's like, I just can't imagine if I lost my mom. I said, I know that's hard thing to imagine, but your mom is not gonna. She's not gonna want to bury you. So it's gonna happen one day. But let's not think about it itself. But just know that God is in control, and God is gonna allow for you to be okay. Now years passed, and his mom did pass away, and he was just devastated. And he said he was like, he would just confide in us and stuff, and we would just always comfort him and just pray for him and just say, remember when your mom was, we came over for Thanksgiving, your mom had the cake and her brother or some did something with the cake, and she went off on his ass, and then he starts laughing as he's crying. But see, that's what we have to do. Our mom always told us to think about the happy times. So I always think about the happy times when I think about my mom. Do I get sad? Hell yes. But the confirmation is God is real, because God is going to continue to get us through that, because God is in control. And that's what I told him. I said, it may sound like I'm being cheesy, but know that I have gone through exactly what you are currently going through. Your mom hasn't even been buried yet. Okay. He had just lost his mom. I said, it's gonna continue to get tough, but it's going to be all right. Let us show you this. And God is my witness right now. He's exceeding. He's doing amazing things in his life, and he does it. He keeps her legacy alive. Every year they do like this balloon thing, for their mom. And for me, I just sit and I just pray, and I just like, I don't know. Her birthday is gonna be October 29th, so I'll just sit, I'll pray, I'll just have a conversation with her and say she's here, because the spirit is here. But my point is, I showed him, and I tried to still do that. We still, show up for and let him know that, hey, you're not alone in this, and your mom is in a better place. Some people come in and say, I don't believe that. Well, don't believe it. Don't believe it. I know I'm where I'm at. I know I'm where I'm at because of God. And I know my mom is in a better place, even though yes, her spirit, I can sense her spirit and stuff, but she's happy. She's not in pain. And I don't know how to prove that to people, but I'm just saying, like, It's a feeling, and even DeMarcus like, okay, I feel it. I know now. I said, see, you see it. Like it's not something where you just have to force yourself to believe. It's something that just naturally happens. It when you welcome him into your heart and you really show him, okay, that you believe and you're a part of this world, that he created. Things are gonna get. I'm not gonna say sometimes it's not easy right off bat, but they'll get a little bit easier as the days progress. Um, exactly. OT. He was home this summer, and we had some good times and conversations. Wow, Tammy, think about that. I love that. I believe they are in a better place now. Mine is the 26th of October. Your birthday is October 26th. Why do I feel like I know we went over this, right? We have. Man, that is so crazy. That's so cool. Tammy, my dad's birthday was September 25th, just a few days ago, right? Well, a couple days ago. And my dad turned 71. He turned 71. Man, that is so crazy. Wow. It's so awesome. So awesome. So awesome. Well, again, I appreciate y'all for being in here. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I've been on live a little bit over an hour. I was not expecting to go live that long. I just wanted to come in and hopefully inspire somebody, and eat a little bit of food. But it was not going to be no mukbang because I can't stuff myself. Because I'm telling you, I get full real quick. So, but I'm happy to have shared my Chinese with you guys and stuff, and my little energy drink. Like I said, I'm on call here and been working on and off. I'm just gonna relax, and I hope and pray you guys. Hope and pray you guys having an amazing rest of your day, evening, night, morning, wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching. I love you too, Tammy. God bless you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you all. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, maybe later on this evening. Who knows? Or later on this night. Y'all have a blessed one. Okay, bye.